This video is for the person who has been watching this channel, who has felt every word, who genuinely believes this is real and this is possible and this is what they were made for, and who still has not moved. Not because they do not want to, because they do not know how to start, because they have no land, no money set aside for land, no group of aligned families ready to build together, no clear first step, just the ache, and the vision, and the paralysis of not knowing where the actual beginning is. This video is the beginning. By the end of it, you will have in your hands the exact first 3 moves. Not theory, not someday, not when the conditions are right. Starting this week with what you already have, which is more than enough. Here is the most important thing this video will say, and it is coming right now at the beginning, so it has time to settle. You do not need land to start building a village. Read that again. You do not need land to start building a village. The land is not the beginning. It is stage 3. And most people who spend their lives waiting for the land never get there. Not because God did not provide it, because they skipped the stages that come before it. They spent years waiting for the right property instead of doing the invisible foundational work that makes a property something more than an expensive piece of ground. The beginning is not land. The beginning is not money. The beginning is not a group of 20 aligned families. The beginning is a meal. One meal, with 1 or 2 other people, in someone's living room. That is where every village that has ever been built actually started. Not at a closing table, at a dinner table. And you can have a dinner table this week. Subscribe now if this channel is new to you. This is Christian Villages, and this is the practical video the channel has been building toward. Before the first steps, there is a myth that needs to be dismantled, because it is the exact thing that has been keeping the dream theoretical. The myth sounds like this: when I have the right conditions, I will start. When I find the right people, when I have the money, when I find the land, when my life settles down, when I feel more ready. Here is the truth about that myth. The right conditions are not coming before you start. The right conditions are produced by starting. The people who are aligned with you are not going to announce themselves. They are going to be discovered through the process of shared life over time. The financial provision for land is not going to appear before you have proven the community deserves it. It appears as the community matures, and the feeling of readiness, the sense of being prepared enough, never arrives before you act. It arrives in the middle of acting, every single time. The waiting for readiness before beginning is not wisdom. It is the most elegant form of avoidance. Because it feels responsible, it produces nothing. Here is what the waiting actually costs. Every year spent waiting is a year the community is not being built, is a year the trust is not being accumulated, is a year the relationships are not being forged, is a year the children are not growing up inside the culture you are dreaming of building for them. The question is not, when will I be ready to start? The question is, what is the smallest possible step I can take today? And it is smaller than you think, because the beginning of a village is not a grand launch. It is a quiet meal. Move 1. The meal. Not a vision casting meeting. A meal in someone's home, with the people God has already placed around you, not people interested in a village. Who carries the same ache? What would it actually look like to live out the one another commands of Scripture on a random Tuesday? Not on Sunday, on Tuesday. Then you be quiet. You are listening for resonance. The person who leans forward, who has been thinking about this and did not know anyone else was. That is the person. 1 family, 2, 3. The meal happens again, next week, and the week after. Because rhythm is how trust is built. It is formed in the accumulated weight of 100 unremarkable Tuesday nights. Your living room is your first village. Actually, the covenant is being forged right now at the dinner table. Start the meal this week. The second move is financial. Everyone in the small group puts $20 a month into a shared fund, not 200, 20. The practice is the point. This is for training. It is the shift from mine to ours. In Babylon, your money is yours. In the kingdom, the resources are God's. The fund is the first practice drill. Use it for each other's practical needs. A tank of gas, a meal train for a new mother. What matters is the practice of seeing a need and having a shared resource to meet it. Learning to receive is as important as giving. This practice is developing the ability to trust. It is not a finance course. It is a faith exercise. Start small. $20. The third move is the one most people skip. Once a month, the group goes and serves somewhere together. A widow's yard, a local food pantry, something real, physical. You are watching for who people are when no one is evaluating them. Who shows up on time? Who works without being directed? Shared mission reveals character faster than any conversation. A covenant community is not primarily a spiritual discussion group. It is a working body. People who cannot work together with humility cannot build a village. Character is demonstrated in action. As these practices develop, a picture emerges. You are looking for the posture of a builder rather than a consumer. The person who asks, "How can I help?" rather than "What do I get?" You are looking for the ache, not the romantic idealization of community. The genuine dissatisfaction with the status quo that has moved past lamenting and into a readiness to act. After 3 to 6 months, the question arises organically. Is this what we are building toward? Are we moving toward actual covenant community? That is when the vision conversation happens. The living room season ends when the relational foundation is solid. You will know it is solid by a test. Can this group navigate difficulty without fracturing? If yes, move forward. You came with nothing. You are leaving with 3 moves: a meal, a common purse, a shared service. That is the beginning, not of a project, but of a people. Start the meal tonight. Christian Villages exist to walk with you. Subscribe now so you do not miss what is coming. The path is clear. We were meant to live this way. Visit christianvillages.com today.